Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Wednesday, July 16th. Now, I want to do a crazy rant on this. I want to blow through the roof. I am so mad, but I think I'm going to try to do this calmly. You know, it's hard to look at stupidity and idiocy every single day, and you know, I'm a guy who wears my emotions on my sleeve. I don't hold back. I rant, I scream about it, but sometimes it just gets tiring, man, every single day. So yesterday was tax day, right? Now we know we're still in the midst of this crazy pandemic. Large part of the economy still shut down. Millions of people still out of work. New closings happening every day. New virus spikes happening every single day. That didn't stop the IRS and our government and our policymakers from draining all the income that was allowed to stay in the economy since the pandemic hit for no reason whatsoever. So let me explain this. We had Treasury took in $111 billion yesterday. That's pretty much all of the income that was allowed to remain in the economy since the pandemic. Now, don't forget, we're still suffering from the pandemic. Like I said, large sectors of the economy are still shut down. Retail, restaurants, travel, okay? So the economy is not functioning at full capacity or anywhere near full capacity. You still have millions of people out of work. But these idiots, our policymakers, from the president to the Treasury Secretary, to whoever is Congress who formulates policy. This is complete policy folly. It is ridiculous. There was absolutely no reason for this. And by the way, when you look at corporation income taxes, I just said before that nearly all of the income that was allowed to remain in the economy since the pandemic, that has been taken away. But all corporation income that was untaxed income, let me say that, let me repeat that. All untaxed income, nearly all of the untaxed income that was allowed to remain in the economy since the pandemic has been removed by the IRS, by the government, by our policymakers, and all of the untaxed corporation income that was allowed to remain in the economy since the pandemic has been taken away. Yesterday, a $50 billion hit to corporation income. They had to pay that in taxes. I mean, if I could show you these charts, and you know, I could post them on the video, but it's not the kind of videos I do. If you want to see these charts, I'll be happy to send them to you. Just, you got to sign up for a 30-day free trial of my report, MMT Trader. But what does this mean? First of all, the Treasury is running with an historic positive balance. The balance at the Treasury's, in the Treasury's account at the Fed, prior to yesterday, was $1.6 trillion. Now it is over $1.7 trillion. For decades upon decades, the Treasury has operated with a balance that pretty much never exceeded $300 billion. So you have an enormous historic amount of cash in the Treasury's deposit. And by the way, that huge spike in the Treasury's balance at the Fed, I mean, that all came about without any income taxes being collected. So we got to throw cold water, I mean, completely on this notion that taxes fund government spending. No, because there has never been a Treasury balance at the Fed this high, and we did it, and they did it all in the last 4 months without collecting a dime in income taxes. But now, for no reason whatsoever, I mean, Treasury's running with an historic balance in its account. They come in and they remove all of that untaxed income that was allowed to stay in the economy since the pandemic, and we're still experiencing the pandemic, and the economy is still running way below its capacity, its potential. So this is complete policy folly. It will be, I will just go on record now to say it will be an absolute miracle if we avoid a double dip recession. And I will also say now, the stock market is toast. It is toast. I mean, you just removed all of that untaxed income from corporations for basically no reason whatsoever. It's not like the Treasury needed money. I mean, if the case was that the balance in the Treasury's account was, let's say, 100 billion or even 200 billion, not enough to meet payments, that would be one thing. But when there's 1.6 trillion sitting in the Treasury's account, and all of that basically got run up without collecting a stitch in income taxes, and now they come in one swoop and they just drain out all that untaxed income that that people and firms were allowed to hang on to. I mean, that's keeping them afloat. I mean, this is absolute ridiculousness. Like, I look at this, it makes me so mad, it makes me so angry. But the way you act on this, you got to be short the stock market. I mean, the stock market is toast. I'm going out absolutely on a limb here. I'm saying the stock market is toast. I don't see how we can avoid a double dip recession from this drain of income and savings. And you're going to see it. You're going to see it. And they're going to be talking about it a month from now, on Zero Hedge. But you heard it here first, like you do everything else. Savings rate is going to plummet. Deposits, bank deposits are going to, wait till you see the numbers on bank deposits. And we probably won't get to see that in tomorrow's data, because that's only going to cover, well, we might, because that's going to cover, no, we won't, because that's going to cover through July 8th. We're going to have to wait at least another week or two. But huge drain in bank deposits. I mean, this is complete and utter ridiculousness. Like, I look at this, it makes me want to just rip my hair out, my short hair anyway, because it's just complete idiocy. It is absolutely unnecessary. It's gonna tank the economy, and with it the stock market. And this is probably the nail in the coffin for Trump. I mean, whatever chances he had with his so-called silent majority, I mean, this is gonna be it. I mean, basically, this will take us into the election in a deep recession, because Congress probably won't do anything as far as another stimulus is concerned. And whatever chances he had, it's been said many times in the past that people vote with their pocketbooks, and their pocketbooks are going to be completely empty. I mean, for him to allow this to happen, like, he's pretty much, it shows he's pretty much economically clueless. He just killed his chances for re-election. Killed it. Bye-bye, you're done. He's done on this one. All right, everybody, go to my website, pitbulleconomics.com. Sign up for a 30-day free trial of MMT Trader and my podcast. By the way, the links of both of those things, my podcast here also, the link is in the description below. I have a good rant on that one. So, yeah, sorry to say, totally unnecessary. See everybody tomorrow. Bye.